right here. Let's see if we get audio right here. Audio, testing, and YouTube, testing. Do we have audio now? Please, do we have audio now? Audio. Confirm if we have audio. Okay. Now, this is how it looks, as you guys have seen, and I will walk right now at YouTube, and I will explain at YouTube again. So you're telling me, the correspondent of the White House is basically telling us and is telling the world that the border is closed in the inside in the United States of America. But you don't have a border closed, and the border is not closed in the south border of Mexico. As you see behind me, you will see more than 2,000, close to 3,000 migrants that they are awaiting the paperwork of the Institute of National Immigration, and behind me you will see the installations. There's a barricade right here in the back that is blocking the migrants from not entering and from not creating some kind of a riot inside of the installations of the Institute of National Immigration or outside of the installations of the Institute of National Immigration. But right here, you will see again multiple migrants from multiple places of the world. The most important place that they're coming from, it is a part of Venezuela. A lot of them are from Venezuela, but you will see people from Africa. You will see people from Somalia also. You will see people from Congo. You will see people from Angola. Now, this is a question. You had a meeting, a really important meeting, and you have the capability and you had the power to bring a message to the migrant population in the White House. And what you do is you say that you're going to create and work on some work visas for the Mexicans that they're already inside of the United States of America. But you have a bottleneck again behind. You have a huge bottleneck again. Behind me, there's a huge bottleneck again of almost 2,000 to 3,000 migrants that they are awaiting again the process for the multiple migration form. And ultimately, their number one purpose is to go to the United States of America. There's no process. And the only ones that they're profiting out of this, it is the organized crime, and it is the organized groups that they are smuggling and they're trafficking hundreds of people into the United States of America. Not only that they are not only trafficking people into the United States of America, but also there's the huge smuggling scheme that is providing hundreds of millions and millions of dollars. This is how it looks. This is what we do, people. We come over here when this press secretary of the White House and with this president of the United States of America, with the president of Mexico, it is coming over here and it is telling us and it is telling everybody that basically, they're going to create a better pathway. They are going to create a better pathway for the migrants to walk freely into different parts of the country of Mexico and also to the United States of America. That they're attending the immigration situation. That they're attending the immigration influx. That they're trying to help migrants. This is the reality. They're not. This is the reality. People stranded here for weeks. People waiting outside of the immigration center for weeks. And what you're doing is you're creating a catastrophe and you're creating a chaos. That's what you're doing. You're not helping. You're not providing help. Meanwhile, migrants right here starving. They're with children. They're waiting outside right here on the rain because you promised them a better pathway and you promised them that you were going to admit them and embed them into the United States of America. So where are these international organizations? Let us walk and let us see if we can get an interview. Again, we're going to walk. We're not going to stay here for that long. Our obligation is to show you guys the reality and the truth of the news. And this is how it looks, people. And we're going to walk right here in the middle of all this. For people to understand how this current situation it is about. And how things we're going to go, little by little, and I will do interviews. And if I can do interviews, I will try to do them as quick and as fast as possible for people to understand that, gracias, jefe, for people to understand that we're in the middle of hundreds of migrants. So it's not easy to be, walking and handling this kind of conversation. Gracias. Gracias, muchachos. So this is how it looks. Again, you have a huge bottleneck again. And this big bottleneck is basically telling you that it's going to continue like this. First day of us broadcasting over here, and this is how it looks. You have almost 2,000 or 3,000 migrants that they are stranded right here and waiting for the multiple migration form and also for the paperwork as authorities are arriving. This is the installations, and also this is the headquarters of the municipal authorities right here in the part of Tapachula that is next to the Center of Regulation for Immigration that gives them the multiple migration form and the paperwork for them to basically walk freely into in the country of Mexico and to get to the north borders into the United States of America. Last time that we were walking with 15,000 migrants. All of them, they were asking for multiple migration form. They gave them the multiple migration form. They only gave them a multiple migration form for 30 days. Ultimately, after that, given them for 30 days, a lot of them, they arrived immediately to the United States of America. It was a huge bottleneck in the borders that connect to the United States of America due to the fact that the Mexican authorities in the part of Piedras Negras, Coahuila, and also in the part of Acuña, they were not allowing the migrants to cross to the other side of the border, and they were not allowing them to cross to the river. Now, Operation Mirror, it is being done right now. And Operation Mirror, it is in full effect supposedly in the part of Piedras Negras and the part of Acuña. And this supposed operation, what it's doing, it is that it's interfering with the migrants walking with them to the river. Now, if you guys have seen, the problem right now that is coexisting, and it is a huge problem that is existing right now in the river between Del Rio and between Acuña and Piedras Negras, is that the authorities from the United States of America are informing, and they're saying that there's migrants that they are dying, and the count it is between 3 to 7 to 10 migrants dying on a daily basis. That is a humongous number. If you do not understand the problem that is coexisting right now in those parts of the border, that the migrants are dying between 3 to 7 and 10 people on a daily basis, you have a huge problem. And that is not a number in the Mexican territory. That is a number in the United States of America and the sectors of Del Rio and also in the sectors of Eagle Pass. Those are the numbers that they're giving out. Now imagine if that is the number in Del Rio sector and also in Eagle Pass. Imagine what is the number in the parts of Arizona when you have a desert, where you have a complete desert, and you will find migrants that they have died dehydrated, migrants that they have been assassinated by their own coyotes and by their own cartel, and also migrants that they have been kidnapped and raped. Now you have all this violence and all these insecurities, and it is not violence and insecurity not only in inside of the United States of America. This is the own cartel, the own organized crime that is operating inside of the United States of America. This is dangerous now, and it is a big problem that not only Governor Abbott of Texas knows about this problem, and also Governor Ducey of Arizona have not done anything about this problem, that it has exacerbated now, and it is surpassing now the problem that is existing, that is violence and delinquents and also insecurity towards immigrants inside of the United States of America. It's not outside of the United States, it's inside of the United States of America. And that is the biggest problem, that now insecurity exists massively inside of the United States of America. Now, migrants have been dehydrated and have been having this problem for the longest of time inside of territory in the United States for the longest of time. But now it has become a huge problem that there's no control in the desert. There's no control not only at the desert, but there's no control at the river. There's no control anywhere. And this is the number one problem that you have. You have not only this irregularity of people that they're waiting for documents, that you have people staying outside in the streets. Again, you have this big problem that the government of Mexico has failed to attend to, that President AMLO, it is continuously saying that he's going to fix things, and you leave all the responsibility to the country of Mexico. You leave all the responsibility to the government of Tapachula. You leave all the responsibility to the government of Chiapas. You leave all the responsibility to the Tapachula people. And ultimately, you leave all the responsibility to the multiple businesses that they're outside right here in, close to the regulation of immigrants. You see multiple businesses that they have been affected by this influx, but you have an uncontrollable factor. You have an uncontrollable, border. And when you have this, then you have the press secretary in the United States of America saying, the border is closed. That's what they're saying. The press secretary in the White House is saying that the border is closed. Well, you have almost, again, another exacerbated problem that is almost 3,000 migrants that they are right here, basically waiting out here, outside, and camping out, and they haven't eaten. Look at this, man. This is, again, we're having inhumane conditions. You have people from China right here. You got multiple people from all across the world. You got people from Asia. You got people from Africa. You got people from Venezuela. You got people from, and again, it is not only the people that they are, the majority of the country that is migrating right now, and that is exacerbated the quantity. It is people from Venezuela that, they are going through a dictatorship right now. They're going through a dictatorship with Nicolas Maduro, and also you got the dictatorship of Diaz-Canel of Cuba, and also you have the problem in Nicaragua, dictatorship of Ortega. All these leftist governments that they haven't provided no help whatsoever for no country whatsoever. You have a big problem in countries in Central America and South America. You have huge problems in countries, and you have huge infrastructure problems. You have huge economical problems in these countries. And then you got, you have a meeting of President Biden and President AMLO that they're sitting down at the White House, and they're basically saying, oh, you know what, everything is, we have a problem, but we need to accelerate, the process to address this humanitarian crisis. I don't know if you guys saw that, but in terms to me, when President AMLO told that to Biden that they had a humanitarian crisis, Biden was like looking to him like he was upset. I say, no, there's no humanitarian crisis. This is a challenge. Let me flip the camera so I can talk to you guys for a little bit. Flip the camera right here so I can talk to you guys for a little bit. There we go. Hold on. Let me flip the camera so I can talk to you guys for a little bit. So everybody, doing Oscar Blue right here, live again from the south border of Mexico. We're live at YouTube and we're live at Facebook. If you guys like to share our live feeds, God bless every single one of you. Thank you so much for for watching this live feed. Share the video, share it on YouTube, share it on Facebook. We're live on multiple platforms, and also we are going to be live today with our network at Real America's Voice News. Be sure to be watching the Wendy Bell Radio Network. Also, we're going to be doing hits with Wendy Bell Radio Network, but also at Real America's Voice News. Don't miss it. Steve Bannon, Dr. Gina, don't miss all those programs. We're going to be doing hits from this particular place, showing you the real crisis. This is the real crisis. It's not a lie, people. This is where you know that the governments are lying. This is where you know that Joe Biden is lying. This is where you know that the Mexican president is lying. This is where we show, and this is the reason why I come over here, because they just had a meeting where President Biden and AMLO are talking about this humanitarian help. They're talking about that they're going to create a better pathway. They're talking about that they're going to help immigrants. They're talking about that they're going to give visas in the United States of America. They're talking about that, right? But when you're talking about that, you don't see and you don't address the real problem. And this is the real problem. This is where the problem, it is occurring right here. You got people again camping out outside of the installations of immigration in the south border of Mexico. We are live from the part of Tapachula. For people that are there asking, where are you, Oscar? I'm at the south border of Tapachula, Mexico. This is the city that connects to Guatemala. We are here for the 14th time documenting again the immigration phenomenon. That this is an immigration phenomenon, and we have an open border, which it gives it helps a lot of immigrants to walk freely, but also it gives a lot of complications because we don't have a filter. We don't know who's coming in, who's going out, and ultimately it doesn't create a process and it doesn't create a pathway. What am I saying with process and pathways? This is no process of immigration. You got people sleeping out here for days. You got people sleeping out here, not for days, I'm sorry, for weeks. These people have been sleeping here for weeks. And as they're sleeping here for weeks, they're waiting for a humanitarian visa or multiple migration form that is going to give them the ability, not for 30 days anymore, just for people to understand it. Now the government of Mexico, it is only giving them 7 days for them to move from point A to point B. So let us walk a little bit over here again, and we're going to end the live feed, and we're going to do some B-roll video. I wanted to do this live feed. Buy me a coffee is on the top link. If you guys like to contribute for independent reporting and travel fund, Buy Me a Coffee is on the top link. Biden is lying. AMLO is lying. Two of them. These two leaders are lying. This is what the reality is. Carol, Miss Carol, thank you for the coffees. Thank you so much. These two leaders are lying. And they have always, and people are going to say in the live feed, Oscar, Biden always lies, the Democrats always lie. I don't care about that. I care the reality of what I'm standing today. And today I can tell you with my own facts, with my own eyes, and broadcasting to all of you that he's lying, that he's not fixing anything. And that they're not going to fix it. They're going to keep on going with this broken system and making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and only the one that is profiting is the cartel and the organized crime. They're the only ones. Corley, thank you so much from the Wendy Bell Radio Network. Thank you so much for the coffees. Got a lot of people from the Wendy Bell Radio Network. Thank you so much for Wendy. Follow Wendy Bell, as she is basically the one of the best outlets of information in the United States of America. She's stationed in Pittsburgh. Follow Wendy Bell Radio Network, as she is a great informative outlet. Also with Mr. Brock and also Jason, the producer. Let us flip the camera. Let us walk again for a few minutes again to show you what is going on. And also download the app, RealAmericasVoiceNews.com. Download the app. You can go to the App Store and download the app at RealAmericasVoiceNews.com. Download it. It is free. You can go and get it. This is, and you have a problem now at the north borders of Mexico, right? You have the problem in Piedras Negras that the migrants were walking. You have a problem over there with the arrival. That's a thing that we have seen for years. This is the bottleneck. And not only that our own Ben Berquam, investigative journalist Ben Berquam for Real America's Voice News, as always, doing a fantastic job over there in the borders of Texas with my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, giving us information of how many people are dying right now, sadly, how many migrants are passing away, how many people are dying on a consistently day-by-day basis. And they're talking about the 3 to 7. They're talking about 3 to 7 migrants that they're dying on a daily basis, and not from 3 to 7. They're also addressing that it's between 7 and 10 on some days. That migrants are dying in the middle of the desert, dehydrated, and also being assassinated by their own coyotes. These are people that the coyotes, as soon as migrants cross the border, they tell you you cannot carry a phone, you cannot carry nothing. The only thing that you can carry is water. So imagine how many women are being raped. And the only one that is carrying a gun, it is the coyote, it is the organized crime. It's the only one that is carrying a gun. So a lot of these people get raped. A lot of these people get abused. ¿De dónde son? Where are you guys from? ¿De dónde son? ¿Español?
No.
¿Inglés?
English.
Where are you guys from?
What is this?
It's a network for the United States.
For the United States?
Yes, for America.
America.
Yes.
Yes.
Where are you from?
We're from China.
China. You're from China. How do you got here from all the way from China?
Get the plane, airplane to Ecuador, and then we walk.
You walked from what country?
From Quito.
Quito.
Yeah.
What is the reason why you're coming over here from all the way from China?
We are, we want to get the free life.
Free life.
No, we don't see any hope in our country. That's why we come here. Walk.
This
Walk in the forest.
You're in the middle or sent to China. China was It's the the secret from.
The political Communist Party of China, Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
Your opinion on Xi Jinping?
I don't opinion. I don't opinion our chairman. I don't.
Is he a bad guy or a good guy, Xi Jinping?
Bad.
He's good guy. Good.
A
It's
good guy?
For our family, it's good guy. Yeah.
For you?
No, I don't think so.
Is he has taken the internet from you guys? Is that a reality? Xi Jinping?
Internet.
Yes.
In our country, if you say something bad about our country, you will get something bad for you. For our guys, no, we can, in China, we are afraid of talking about our government. You know what I mean? Our government is very powerful. He's very powerful.
So
But I don't, life. I don't see any hope in our life. You know what I mean?
they have controlled COVID in China?
What is COVID?
The virus, COVID, Wuhan virus. The virus. They have controlled it over there in China.
Control? What control?
Control from getting outside the virus of China.
I don't know.
You don't know. What part of China are you from?
What part of China?
Yes.
Guangxi.
Guangxi.
Yeah.
It was difficult for you to migrate over here.
Very difficult. It's not hard. It's not easy for us to get here.
Have you paid coyotes to get over here to move yourself to over here?
Pay what?
Traffickers, somebody, a smuggler, to help you.
What?
Some people to help you. Some people to help you. Have you paid?
Yeah, we just walk. Like the internet. They told us to walk.
You just walked all the time. You walked.
No, the bus. If you have the bus, take the bus.
The bus.
If
The bus.
you have the train, take the train. If
You-
you don't, we walk.
Okay. You have.
Just like we walk in the forest.
Did you go through the Darien Gap?
Yeah, Darien Gap.
Yes. How was that?
My friend almost died in there. That's what I can tell you. Walking in 5 or 6 days in the forest.
You're waiting for the visa and the humanitarian visa right here.
What with no visa?
Okay. You're waiting for a permit right here.
Yeah, we're waiting our paper.
Yes.
What is called this one? I don't know. The paper.
How long you been here?
4 days or 5 days.
4 days or 5. Which part of the United States do you want to go to?
Maybe California.
California. Where are you going to head to? What part? You're going to go to California and enter to California or Texas?
What Texas?
What part of the United States are you going to enter?
California.
California. You're
Yeah.
going to walk. You're going to ask for asylum and refugee.
Yeah.
Yes, that is your purpose. Yeah. How many of Chinese people are here?
How many? Maybe 20. 20.
20 people.
Yeah,
Okay.
20.
What is your name?
Young.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. ¿Alguien que quiera hablar conmigo? Se acercan todos a la cámara y nadie quiere hablar. A la hora de la hora nadie quiere hablar. Amigo, ¿quiere hablar? ¿De qué parte es usted?
Venezuela.
De Venezuela. La última vez estuvimos en una caravana de alrededor de 15,000 migrantes. La mayoría de estos caminé con ellos, la mayoría eran de Venezuela. Estamos hablando de un 85-90% de los migrantes que estaban en esa caravana eran de Venezuela. En estos momentos me imagino que están esperando lo mismo, que es la forma de migración múltiple aquí en el cuello de botella más grande de México, que es Tapachula. ¿Cuál es la situación actual?
Estamos acá esperando, porque como puedes ver hay mucha gente para que nos den el salvoconducto para poder dirigirnos al sitio que nos corresponde, pero creo que migración se pone un poco dura con eso.
Preguntas duras me gusta hacerles porque me gusta a mí hacer las preguntas concretas y como van, me gusta decir la verdad de lo que ustedes pasan. Pagan muchísimo ustedes para poder llegar aquí y sobre todo no solamente eso, sobre lo que pasan sobre el Darién y el transcurso de llegar hasta acá.
Sí, eso es horrible, hermano. Eso es horrible. Pasas una selva que es un sálvese quien puede en esa selva.
Pero es una realidad, se le paga a muchos, se puede decir coyotes, para poderlos dejar pasar, por poder dejarlos pasar por el Darién, Nicaragua, también Guatemala.
Prácticamente nosotros nos convertimos en un negocio, un comercio.
Ustedes son la moneda actual en estos momentos en Centroamérica y Sudamérica.
Ya donde nos ven nos piden plata.
¿Cuánto te has gastado tú exactamente, o más o menos en dólar, en el transcurso de aquí, desde Venezuela, desde que saliste hacia acá?
No, ya ni me recuerdo.
Ha sido
Yo
una...
no quiero recordar esa travesía que uno vive.
es una inversión muy fuerte la que has hecho. Has gastado todos tus ahorros en poder venir para acá.
Sí.
Y ahora se te hace a ti el cuello de botella más grande de México, porque en otros países los dejan pasar inmediatamente, pero se te hace que están tomando mucho tiempo para el salvoconducto. ¿Cuánto? Ok, ¿qué es para ti mucho tiempo?
Ni sé, porque mira la gente que hay. Aquí no puede durar hasta 5, 4 días.
5 o 4 días. ¿Sí saben ustedes que hay gente que ha durado aquí hasta 3 meses para esperar el salvoconducto?
Me entero por usted que me lo está diciendo, ¿sí? 3 meses.
3 meses. En anteriores tiempos duraban hasta casi 3 meses para poder llegar de que les dieran el salvoconducto. Y en Estados Unidos, cuando estaba la política quédate en México, duraban hasta 2 años para poder entrar a México. Ahora, no sé si escucharon en este momento que se les está dando, se les está extendiendo la orden de protección de Estados Unidos a la gente de Venezuela desde marzo del 21 ahora hasta el 2024. ¿Qué opinas de eso?
Coño, muy excelente, muy bien, que es una ayuda.
Sí, hay más de 350,000 venezolanos que ya han entrado hacia los Estados Unidos. ¿Tu sueño es llegar hacia los Estados Unidos?
Sí,
¿Vienes solo?
sí, solo con mi compañero.
¿Vienes solo? ¿Quién más quiere hablar? Que es de
La mayoría
Venezuela.
La gente que estamos aquí todos.
Muchos vienen por persecución y cosas políticas, pero yo los entiendo, pero alguien si no quiere hablar, no quiere hablar nadie. Sí, a ver, adelante. ¿De dónde eres, mi amigo?
De Venezuela,
De Venezuela. ¿De qué parte de Venezuela eres?
de la Grita, Estado Táchira.
¿Cómo ha sido tu travesía para llegar hasta aquí y cuál ha sido lo más difícil en tu travesía hasta aquí?
Mira, la travesía consiste en salir de Venezuela hasta Necoclí, el puerto donde salen las lanchas, las embarcaciones que nos conducen hasta, bien sea Carreto o Capurganá. Llegar hasta Capurganá es durar más tiempo en la selva. Hay personas aquí que han durado 10 días para llegar a Capurganá, a pasar la selva desde Capurganá. A muchos los estafaron. Sí, es algo constante, es algo muy común. Le dicen, los llevaremos hasta Carreto, donde pueden durar 2 días nada más para pasar la selva, pero resulta que los sueltan en Capurganá, que es el lado colombiano, y tienen que durar 10 días en pasar.
Y estos son los coyotes, los mismos traficantes.
Sí, los mismos traficantes, porque eso es lo que son traficantes, pues, y lamentablemente es a lo único que podemos acudir.
¿No se les hace increíble que a raíz de que todo el gobierno ya sabe que hay una operación enorme de tráfico ahí, no intervenga el gobierno?
No lo hará oficialmente, pero ahí tienen que haber manos del gobierno percibiendo algo de dinero.
Porque es un negocio increíble, ¿no? Hay un tráfico de niños, tráfico de personas y hay múltiples violaciones a mujeres ahí.
Sí, por supuesto. De hecho, nosotros vimos a un señor que no cargaba a su hijo, pero lo llevaba casi arrastrando por la selva.
Tráfico de droga, también se puede especular que hay muchísimo.
Hemos escuchado, yo no lo visualicé realmente, pero sí hemos escuchado que es un paso de tráfico de droga eso allá.
Ahora, cuando llegan a las fronteras norte, ustedes saben que también existe el tráfico de personas y que hay coyotes cobrando cantidades exacerbadas para poderlos dejarlo entrar. ¿Qué opinan acerca de esto?
Bueno, es algo triste realmente y sabemos, todos los que estamos aquí, todos sabemos que corremos el riesgo incluso de perder la vida, desde que salimos de Venezuela. De hecho, quedarnos en Venezuela ya es un riesgo. Sí, nosotros no estamos huyendo simplemente para ir a ganar más dinero. Sí, porque muchos de pronto no lo saben expresar de la forma correcta. Nosotros huimos porque en Venezuela no tenemos libertad. Yo, de hecho, pertenezco a un grupo religioso. A nosotros nos intentaron expropiar nuestra capilla, el gobierno de Venezuela.
Ahora, te quiero hacer 3 preguntitas importantes. Uno, la actual situación de los camiones. Has visto que migrantes han perdido la vida y atrás de camión. ¿Migrar atrás de un camión siendo traficado se te hace correcto?
No es correcto. No es correcto y pienso que arriesgan muchísimo. Pero tampoco lo juzgo, porque muchos están desesperados. Muchos no saben qué hacer. A muchos ya los han robado. Algunos han llegado ya casi al cruce en Piedras Negras. Los toman migración y los devuelven.
Te rompen el salvoconducto.
Rompen el salvoconducto las mismas autoridades. Entonces, yo de hecho estoy hablando de esto y me tiemblan las piernas porque espero que no me vea alguien que se quiera desquitar de mí en el camino.
No, todo bien.
Pero eso es lo que pasa.
Ahora, hay muchísima gente, lo que está sucediendo otra vez, y eres venezolano, pero es el mismo sistema de izquierda comunista, que es una dictadura. Lo mismo está sucediendo en Cuba en estos momentos, donde la gente está saliendo otra vez de nuevo a protestar por la dictadura de Díaz-Canel, y tienen una dictadura ustedes horrible con Nicolás Maduro. En Estados Unidos hay una izquierda también, que dice que es culpa del embargo, y yo consistentemente digo que ustedes lo único que quieren es libertad. A ustedes no les interesa ningún bloqueo, no les interesa ningún embargo, lo que quieren es libertad. Díganme la verdad acerca de eso.
Mire, nosotros lo que podemos investigar un poco más, sabemos que el embargo es a las entidades que domina el Estado. Las empresas privadas venezolanas y los empresarios privados venezolanos pueden hacer negocios de forma internacional. El Estado es el que no puede hacer negocios porque sabemos a dónde va a parar ese dinero. Ellos nos engañan de esa forma a muchos porque no tenemos otros medios de comunicación a que acudir. No sé a qué canal pertenece usted, disculpe, pero CNN salió de Venezuela, como sabrán. NT Noticias 24 también lo sacaron de Venezuela. RCN de Colombia también.
Es imposible decir la verdad en Venezuela.
Es imposible decirla sin que eso tenga consecuencias. O los periodistas que lo hacen de forma muy valiente y no lo pueden hacer con toda la libertad. Muchos de ellos, esos periodistas, ustedes ven que están cubriendo una manifestación común y están con casco y chaleco antibalas. ¿Por qué? Porque sabemos que hay colectivos que nos amenazan. De hecho, en las elecciones del 2015, en las elecciones parlamentarias, que fueron las últimas elecciones democráticas de Venezuela, grupos colectivos se encargaron de amedrentar a las personas que ocupaban las zonas de oposición para que no salieran a votar. Yo vivía en una zona de oposición y a nosotros nos dispararon en la frente de las casas.
Ahora, te voy a hacer esa pregunta referente a eso, porque mucha gente dice, la gente de Venezuela necesita defender su país. Yo les he dicho miles de gentes que ustedes lo han hecho sin armas, con una piedra. Y es lo único que les deja, y hay mucha gente ha muerto en estas protestas que han hecho en Venezuela por querer defender simplemente que les den el alimento, la electricidad y solamente tener vida otra vez, porque antes del 96 Venezuela era un país riquísimo. ¿Qué dices acerca de eso?
Eso es verdad. Hemos salido a defenderlo, sin armas. Y les digo, o sea, es desmoralizante incluso para un grupo armado que puede defenderse, verse rodeado, sin suministros, sin ayuda, sin refuerzo. Si le pasa eso a ejércitos profesionales, imagínense a un grupo de manifestantes, con piedras, con palos, sin comida, sin paga. ¿Quién no se desmoraliza así?
¿No tienen un poco de miedo ustedes en que ya cuando les den el salvoconducto, qué es lo que va a pasar de aquí hacia el norte? ¿No les da miedo?
Sí, por supuesto. Y yo hablo aquí por muchos que de pronto no tienen la facilidad de palabra, por otros que tienen miedo, pero yo lo hago porque yo comprendo. Yo tengo hijos, yo dejé a mis hijos. Dejé a mi mamá no sabe que yo estoy por aquí, mi mamá piensa que yo estoy trabajando, pero esto es por ella. Mi mamá luchó toda su vida, trabajó y vive miserablemente, sin libertad. Mamá lamentablemente apoya al gobierno, allá en Venezuela, pero ¿qué pasa? Lo hace de una forma muy ignorante. Ella ve normal que por lo menos a mí me hayan amenazado por defender mi capilla.
Ahora te voy a hacer una pregunta que, por último, para no quitarles mucho su tiempo a todos. He caminado ya por más de 8 caravanas y con muchos venezolanos he caminado yo, y a cada venezolano le he hecho esta pregunta y cuando se las hago a veces se les vienen lágrimas en los ojos. ¿Tú amas a tu país?
Por supuesto, 100%. Por supuesto. Yo soñé ser militar, yo quería ser militar, mi abuelo fue militar, mi abuelo fue mayor del ejército y yo simplemente no fui militar cuando vi que le iba a servir a una dictadura. ¿Cómo puedo yo? ¿Qué podía hacer? ¿Salir a masacrar a mis compatriotas que yo juraría defender? No puedo. Pero yo amo a Venezuela. Nosotros amamos a Venezuela.
Claro que sí.
Sí, claro. Todos lo amamos. Aquí no estamos nosotros saliendo de Venezuela porque Venezuela nos pareció feo. Feo es esa porquería de gobierno que nos masacra, nos mata o de hambre o nos mata a plomo, pero de alguna manera nos quiere matar y someter. El mío en el estómago o el mío a un balazo. Sí, no sé cómo tomará el gobierno de Estados Unidos a los colectivos armados de Venezuela, que son un grupo extrajudicial, extraoficial, pero ese grupo es una porquería, eso amenaza a cualquiera. Allá usted puede salir a hacer este reportaje, la policía no le va a decir nada, pero de pronto va a llegar un colectivo y le va a robar todo su equipo. Así de simple.
Bueno, muchas gracias, les doy gracias a todos. Ahorita regreso para darles el nombre del canal. Ahorita vengo para darles el nombre del canal. We're going to walk right here for a little bit and I will translate what it just has happened. I'm in the middle of a lot of people, and as you guys saw, as you guys know, all the time. Ahorita les digo, ahorita vengo. Ahorita que termine la atracción les digo el canal.
Búscame, yo vengo de la estación de Piedra.
Somos nicaragüenses, soy preso político de Nicaragua.
Ok, permítame tantito.
Me mandaron de Villahermosa.
No, ¿te pongo en la cámara o no te pongo en la cámara?
No, espérate.
Es que estoy en vivo. No. Sí, ahorita, por eso les digo, ahorita vengo, dígame.
Hay muchas mujeres que tienen muchos niños en una fila de
Ya caminé para allá. Ya caminé, ahorita me vuelvo a meter. A ver, ¿quieres decir algo respecto a eso?
No, solamente decir que hay muchas mujeres.
Sí, muchas mujeres con niños, durmiendo afuera en la calle.
Durmiendo afuera en la calle.
Okay. ¿Usted quiere decir algo? Sí, a ver, dígame algo. Dime, ¿de dónde eres?
Venezuela.
Como mujer, ¿cómo ha sido tu trayecto hacia aquí?
Mi trayecto ha sido bastante difícil, bastante doloroso. Tuvimos 7 días en la selva, en la cual estuvimos perdidos. Tengo un niño de discapacidad de 6 años de edad, tiene autismo tipo 1 y retardo neurológico de 2 años. Aparte de eso, necesita una operación para quitarle 5 tumores. Ya estoy parada aquí en México por falta de dinero. Mi esposo fue apresado por el siglo XXI, torturado. Le echaron droga en la comida. Todas las personas inmigrantes venezolanas que llevan presos al siglo XXI son maltratados, son encerrados. Y la inmigración venezolana y de otros países tenemos que soportar todo esto. Ya yo tengo 8 días durmiendo en la calle, pidiendo con mi hijo de 6 años, con discapacidad. Ahorita estoy trabajando para unas personas para poderme sustentar el diario, ni siquiera para poder seguir avanzando.
¿Qué tipo de discapacidad tiene tu hijo?
Mi hijo es autista tipo 1, tiene retardo neurológico de 2 años.
Entonces él no puede estar alrededor de mucha gente.
No, pero toca porque de verdad la inmigración mexicana nos ha hecho con nosotros lo que ha querido, porque no se justifica que simplemente para darnos un papel que por derecho nos toca, porque la inmigración es un derecho. Metan presos a nuestros esposos, a nuestros familiares.
Pero no solamente la migración mexicana, sino también de los países de que han cruzado también.
También hemos cruzado, pero por lo menos Honduras nos pudo dar un salvoconducto donde pudimos estar libremente por 5 días. ¿Me entiendes? Pero aquí ha sido difícil. De hecho, puedo deducir que el México es la segunda Darien.
Es más fuerte pasar por este cuello de botella en Tapachula que por lo que es el Darién.
Sí. Personalmente y humanamente sí.
Porque llegan sin ningún sustento económico aquí a la frontera sur y no pueden esperar aquí en la calle por más de 5 o 7 días.
Aparte del sustento económico, es el maltrato psicológico y físico que sufrimos como personas humanas.
¿Qué opinas tú de lo que está sucediendo con migrantes que están falleciendo atrás de tractocamiones y que algunos que pierden la vida en el desierto? Un oficial de la parte de Del Río, Texas, por donde muchos migrantes han cruzado, acaba de informar que el número de migrantes que está falleciendo en el desierto abandonados por coyotes es entre 3 a 7 y de 7 a 10 diario. ¿Qué es tu opinión acerca de eso?
Bueno, yo opinaría que realmente el que emigra es por necesidad. Nosotros como inmigrantes no deberíamos estar pagando coyotes ni hacer parte de la corrupción. Nosotros deberíamos seguir un solo camino derecho y recto, enfrentando a cualquier autoridad que obviamente, sabiendo nuestra situación como seres humanos, deberían darnos paso para nosotros.
¿Crees que los gobiernos han fallado en instruirle a los migrantes cómo es el proceso para poder educar a la gente que no se arriesgue por estos caminos tan peligrosos?
Dice que el pueblo carece por falta de conocimiento. A veces tomamos acciones y damos pasos que no sabemos. Yo emprendí una inmigración imaginándome de repente cómo pudiera ser, más no tenía el conocimiento de todo lo que podía pasarme o pasar.
Y ahora es totalmente, o sea, es catastrófico lo que has visto con migrantes que han cruzado por
Claro,
Sevilla.
hemos pasado bastantes cosas, más sin embargo no me arrepiento y tengo fe en Dios de que todos vamos a seguir hacia adelante.
Amén.
Se oponga el que se oponga, seguiremos adelante.
Muchas gracias. ¿Cuál es su nombre?
Sí, Adriana.
Adriana, muchas gracias, Adriana. Gracias. Let's continue to walk right here. Let's continue to walk right here as we are in the middle of possibly like 200 migrants. And ultimately, not only I am going to translate, but I am going to basically say what it has just happened. As all of them, they approach me to talk, first and foremost, to address what the situation right now. Vamos a parar aquí, Juan. Let me just stay here and translate, and I will translate because it is a lot of information that it was just given by this group of migrants. First and foremost, the first migrant, I asked him a bunch of questions. And the first question was, do you believe that migrating behind of a tractor trailer, it is the right way to migrate? And look what they say. This is the reality. This is why it is so important to support independent media, people. Mainstream media is a few people in Fox News. They're doing the greatest job. I can give kudos to Griff Jenkins, Miss Sarah Carter, other journalists that are doing a fantastic job on broadcasting and giving the reality. Other than that, I will say that there's no mainstream media that is doing a good job on explaining the reality of what is happening now. First, the migrants from China, they're coming from their travesty to get over here. Holy cow. Oh my God. And when you ask them about COVID, they don't know about COVID. If you ask them about the virus, they don't know about the virus. If you ask them about something else, they don't know about that, first and foremost. Second of all, what they have gone through also, they have gone through the Darien Gap, and now they're expecting to go to California. But their whole process to migrate, it is just, holy moly, how many countries? Going to the migrant of Venezuela, asking him about migrating in the back of a tractor trailer. Look what he says. He says it is incorrect. We shouldn't be doing that. But it's the only way that we know how to migrate. Other than that, you know, the authorities of Mexico, they rip off your multiple migration form that gives you the ability to walk freely for like 7 to 10 days. But other than that, we need to, now traffickers have been, it is a dependable source now. A trafficker and a smuggler, it is a dependable source of transportation. Also, another question that I asked one migrant from Venezuela, it is, what does he think about the leftists in the United States of America saying that this is all because of the embargo, that this is because of a blockage, that it's because of the embargo? And let me refer to a few of the audience that they were saying, Oscar, you're not saying it correctly. It is not a blockage, it is an embargo. Well, you just heard it from a migrant from Venezuela. They do not care about the embargo. They want freedom. The embargo only is applicable for private-owned companies. It's not, it doesn't affect, and because it is applicable to private-owned companies, it affects the population, but you're not giving the population freedom. They want freedom. They don't want nothing to do with the embargo. And I asked him a question about, do you love your country? Will you get out of your country if your country was like this? Like if it was great, if they had a great infrastructure, it had a great economy, and all of them, they say no. But the most important one that I said, have you paid coyotes to get over here? And they say yes. They have been a reliable and something that they depend on. To be with a coyote, now it is something, it's a resource now. It has gone down to that. But we have two presidents, President Biden, and also we have President AMLO. They go to the White House and they're saying that they're gonna create a better pathway. And then AMLO interfering and saying, do not vote for politicians that they're doing inhumanitarian political campaigns. Look who's the inhuman, AMLO. You got people sleeping out here with children outside of the center of immigration for days in the rain. Children and women in the rain sleeping right here. Who is the inhuman one? And you are promoting your agenda to tell conservatives and to tell Latino conservatives in the United States of America to not vote for particularly people that they are in the Republican side. But who's the inhuman? Right here on behind me. Amazing. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wedding Bell Radio Network. We're live right here from the south border of Tapachula in the Center of Immigration for regulation of documents in the south border that connects to Guatemala. We're live at YouTube and we're live at Facebook. We did a couple of interviews. Hopefully we will cut and edit those interviews so we can get them. But the most important thing is to show the reality and the truth. We're going to be live later on with Dr. Gina Primetime, and also we're going to be live with Mr. Steve Bannon, hopefully today or tomorrow. We're going to be live for everybody that is watching. I will say it in Spanish. Señores, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas tardes. Buenos días. Soy Oscar Blue para Border Network News, corresponsal para Real America's Voice News. De nuevo, estamos en la parte sur de Tapachula, donde hay un enorme cuello de botella, en el cual migrantes llevan días viviendo en situación de calle, y que pues definitivamente es un problema en el cual dice Andrés Manuel López Obrador a la gente de Estados Unidos no apoyen a campañas. Jesse and Ann, thank you so much for the coffees. Dice Andrés Manuel López Obrador, no apoyen a campañas antimigrantes cuando él es el inhumano. Vean nada más cómo tiene la gente viviendo en su propio país y él promueve en otros países que no hagan campañas antimigrantes. Vaya, Dios mío santo, en lo que ha caído nuestro líder de nuestro país, en lo que ha caído nuestro gobierno. Qué cínico. Thank you so much for joining in. Buy me a coffee. It's on the bottom link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund, thank you so much. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. We are going to be live later on this afternoon from the same spot, same location, on Dr. Gina Primetime around 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central Time for you guys to watch. God bless you all. Stay safe. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Telegram, and follow me at Getter as Oscar Blue Ramirez or Oscar L. Blue. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always your country's first. God bless.